I'm from the twin, same hood, same friends. That's if you're looking for me. But if them laws looking for me, that's a different story. Ay.
Yo. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Games, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Go ahead, hit that like button for me as you come on in. Drop a comment down in the comment section to let me know how you feel about this video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, because we going up. You dig? We currently sitting at 728 subscribers, but we still trying to get to that big 1,000. So if you would be so kind, hit that subscribe button for me one time. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Joe Budden and Adam22 from No Jumper. Now, if you've been living under a rock, these two men have always had a tumultuous relationship, right? If you look at the hip hop media space on YouTube, there are a couple of titans that stand at the top. You got your DJ Vlads, your DJ Academics, your Adam22s, your Joe Buttons, and then recently you got your, your Back on Figs, your Communities, and all of these other hip hop platforms that are, starting to pop off. But if you've known Joe Budden and Adam22, then you've known that they've always had a tumultuous relationship from the beginning.
Joe Budden had Tasha K come all the way out to Jersey and do a multiple-hour interview. She was happy about it when I seen her, and he's not dropping it. He's scared to death of Cardi B. He's scared to death of Offset. He don't want to have another run-in in the mall with the QC goons. Ho Budden, you acting like a hoe, and nobody respects it. Your fans are losing interest because you're not keeping it.
I mean, it's like 1 minute they're friends, then the next minute they're enemies, and back and forth and back and forth.
We have a very, 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 very special guest here that I didn't know if I was gonna take here as a guest.
Damn, why?
I be having smoke with this guy sometimes.
But Adam?
Come right.
You went on his pod.
So that.
And it's coming to a head right now, right? So Adam, a while back, had gone on a record to say that there's a big three in hip hop media, and Joe Budden isn't on the list, right?
Joe Budden, you zesty perkhead motherfucker. Somebody sent me a clip of Joe Budden claiming that No Jumper is doing real bad in terms of our views and everything. So let's do the science. Joe Budden's channel has got 12 million views in the past month. No Jumper's main channel plus our Clips channel has done about 26, 27 million views for the past month. So we are 2 times by far what you have going on. And on top of that, we kill it on Facebook. We kill it on Snapchat. We have 3 million followers on Instagram, and we make a huge amount of money on there. Joe Budden, I don't want to hear shit. You're running a chop shop. You might have the whole hip hop media gassed into thinking that you're really killing it like that. But trust me, when you want to talk about who's really doing business out here, it's not you. There's a big three and you're not in it. It's me, Vlad, and that fat motherfucker you were sitting.
And Joe Budden will respond in kind, basically saying, F you, white boy, for lack of better terms, right?
Yo,
He did all that.
dirty BMX white boy. Let me tell you, like I tell my 50-year-old black friends.
What? For the block.
Once Facebook enters the conversation,
You got it.
I'm leaving.
That's for mom and dad.
Yeah.
Aunts and uncles to fight about politics.
I know you tried to make that shit sound fly, but in real life, the second somebody say to me, yo, this is what's going on Facebook, I check out.
Yeah.
His fucking Facebook and Snapchat. y'all let these niggas get so much. Shut up. Let's keep it going.
So after that, he had Adam come on his podcast, where basically him and his co-host tried to corner Adam and tried to make him feel bad for the media that he runs, because they basically tried to say that he profits off of black trauma.
Don't really give a fuck about any of these people.
Why? That's such an extreme leap for you to take.
No.
It's true. Wait, stop.
Why?
Wait,
How?
stop. Well, let me read some of your shit.
These are people I interviewed and then continue to have relationships
FBG
with before
Cash
he's back.
reacts to FBG Duck's mom. Like, you putting moms in this
She
shit.
dissed him.
What the fuck business is that of yours?
She's a YouTuber. She's a whole personality out here. Everybody knows her.
This guy's going crazy.
Even if
She is.
I'm gonna give you an example.
This guy's
Like
going
you said,
crazy.
you listen to drill. They all know that's the narrative about me. That's all I listen to. Not true, but that's the narrative.
Okay.
We sat down with an artist from the South. I'm not even gonna say his name. Folks who are familiar with him know who he's beefing with. He's been beefing with. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
Not once did we ask him anything about that.
Nope. And could
Had an entire amazing interview. Had an amazing interview.
You got a cookie?
Cookies?
chicken wings.
Oh, it's a wing?
Did not ask him about that one time.
At all.
Right.
At all.
Because we're not trying to
'Cause you are
shed light
promoting
on that.
that.
We're not trying to promote
You are
that.
promoting
You
that.
are still an artist. There's more to you than that.
Right.
And
We
that's
don't
the
need to sit there and clickbait that.
And that's the problem. We delved into who this kid is as a person, what he grew up and what he endured in growing up. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all care about what the people are gonna go to immediately.
What can we put out here to get clicks? Fuck what happens because of this. Fuck if anything comes back after this.
And this shit is detrimental to these boys evidently because
What
they
can we
fucking
click?
dying and y'all could give two fucks about it because
And-
y'all turning a penny from
Wait,
it.
wait,
And
wait,
another-
that's my
hold
only
on,
beef.
and
That's
time
my
out.
only beef.
Another weed is gonna grow right where that one grew.
That's my only
When
beef.
he dies, it's gonna be another fucking drill rapper to come take his place that we gonna interview and monetize
I would like
as
to
well.
respond to that.
That's ugly, bro.
And here's my issue. I ain't seen one BMX biker nigga up there yet.
They are. They
He
just
done
don't get
left the
any views.
BMX niggas, came to hip
Because
hop,
No Jumper
did this
BMX, and you
shit.
can find tons of BMX content that we make that incidentally
Where's
ends
the
up on
BMX nigga that died where you went to his mom and said, yo, this nigga died, he got shot in the fucking head, his mom said, fuck these niggas over. Where's that from the niggas you fuck with, you little biker
I'm not
niggas?
aware of any sort of situation like that with BMX riders.
I know. And guess what? I don't see none of these BMX shits with no 600,000 and 700,000 views neither.
Yeah.
So it's more money in the nigga trauma. Come on, dog.
I mean, I interview rappers that I like, and then I ask them about problems that they have with other rappers that they are open about on records.
Because what?
Because I'm interested and because I know that the fans are interested.
Because
Yo,
you
what's
know
with
that's
y'all's?
gonna
What's with
lead
y'all's?
to-
The idea that that's wrong when I'm basically
what's-
just describing YouTube.
What
you
is your-
interview people and you ask them about the shit that people are actually interested in. You guys trying to somehow find a way to make this evil deed.
I'm asking about your fascination with black trauma.
I will give you that.
No,
this
I
is
was-
impressive
I was
storytelling.
on
You're
your team
adding
at
this
first.
weird narrative
Nah.
to what I'm doing that I don't think is accurate at all.
Adam, it's up there. It's not us. We reading your shit.
But you're creating this narrative that I'm just doing this because that's like I don't know because I want to see these people die.
No,
or something.
no.
I
You're
ask
doing
them
it
about
all.
what they're
No,
rapping
I'm
about.
not saying that at all.
Knock it
You are
off.
doing
that.
They
Knock
make
it
music
off,
about
buddy.
this shit because it's important to them, and then I ask them about it in interviews because it's important to them, and people want to know.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, like the example I gave you, do you think you could sit down with one of these artists, interview them about them?
Right.
Without
bringing
the
up
drama.
bullshit.
I do that all the time, and a lot of people just don't say shit. You'll ask them, "So what was this line in this song? Was that about so and so?"
But that's not
what I
that's
said.
not what he said.
No, that's not what I said.
They're just
No,
not
but I'm saying,
answering your
yeah,
question.
Can I do an interview in which I don't ask them anything interesting? Yes, of
I didn't
course.
say-
I think that's suboptimal. I'd rather
Interesting.
do an
See?
interview that
See?
answers all the
See?
shit that the fans want to know.
Why you can't find something interesting without that?
Without death.
I think that's very interesting. Why does it have to go to death? You're just assuming that everyone's just dying
Adam,
left
they are
and right.
dying. These
Most
fucking
rappers
kids.
who beef with each other do not die at the end of the beef. It's just fucking words. It's rap.
That's
Why?
where you see, and that's the disconnect.
Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
I don't like what you did after he died.
What?
It's disgusting.
What? Re-uploading the parts of the
Disgusting.
interview?
Disgusting.
What'd he do?
The nastiest performance I've ever seen.
What?
Why do y'all do that?
It's an insane position for somebody in media to hold.
Please.
What is your job as a content creator? Your job is to make content and get that content out to the people who want to see it.
False.
Somebody dies, there is a huge demand for that content. You re-upload it, people see it on their subscription feed, they click on it because this is a very talked about thing. People are
Nasty.
literally
I
mourning
can't
him.
even listen to this.
What is the part?
That is disgusting.
Give me a coherent argument against re-uploading content when that person is extremely newsworthy.
Take it away,
I
please.
gotta ask him.
Yeah.
Was the content in a negative
No.
connotation
not
or
at
no?
all. No.
What was your take on it?
No, I won't
that
say.
does sound nasty.
I won't
I
say
can
it.
see that.
Nah, that's what I was asking. I wanted to clarify because I didn't.
Nah,
see
he
it.
didn't slander his name.
of course
He just re-uploaded everything in the world that he had on Kevin Samuels in the moment that he died.
We had never even done clips from that interview, so I think we clipped a bunch.
Until you found a good time to do it. That sounds disgusting to me.
You had a Kevin Samuels interview.
We had already done it. We didn't do clips at that time. We started a clips channel after that. We went hard with the clips from that interview. After he passed, we had never done the clips before.
How soon after he passed?
I don't know.
Shit,
the next
an
day.
hour.
Yeah. The next
1
day,
hour.
probably. Yeah.
It was nasty, Adam.
What
What
is the nasty part about
hold
it?
yourself
The nastiness is you are trying to capitalize off of somebody else's demise before his family even had an opportunity to.
How am I trying to capitalize on it? I want the people who are sad about his passing to have the content that they want to see.
Then turn off monetization.
Hey,
If you turn up monetization, you're going to stop it from spreading on the platform.
Stop
Nobody's
it,
going
Adam.
to see it. You know it's
Adam,
true.
stop
You're a
it.
YouTuber.
Adam,
you know it.
stop it, yo.
Every YouTuber out there knows I'm telling the truth.
Is that why you did that?
Stop.
Because I thought that people. Yeah. The whole thing with making this content. If I do a Joe Budden
I'm going to
interview,
market this off.
Is it nice that I made a bunch of money off?
Say what you're
interviewing you?
saying the right way, because I'm going to upload this.
Is it nice? Good. Is it nice that I made? Did I interview you for money? No, but I made, let's say, $10,000 off of AdSense when I interviewed you. Did I interview you for money? No.
I'm not
Is
dead.
the $10,000 very nice?
But
I'm not dead.
It's different when
I'm not dead.
Oh shit, he passed.
Stop it, Adam. I'm not dead.
How does the death change that?
A big
because had he not passed, you wouldn't have uploaded that like that.
Had there not been a giant swell of interest in this guy because he passed, then I wouldn't have uploaded. But
you just answered your question.
I would have uploaded those clips either way. Yes, but the interest,
Then why you
the
didn't?
fact that the audience wants to see it is the reason to upload it.
No,
Do
the
I make
audience
money?
is searching. The
Do I
audience
make
is searching
money?
his
Sure.
name, and it's like, you know what? If they're gonna search his name, let me attach to that.
That's
They're not
exactly,
necessarily going to look for.
What?
Let me go.
Video, and you can see that Adam held his own. The comment section actually sided with Adam, and it backfired on Joe Budden, right? I mean, one of the comments right here says, "I respect you, bro. You held your ground. There's nothing wrong with your content. Budden and his sidekicks are just trying to ruin your brand." This one says, "Adam gained my respect from the interview, the way you held your ground and bring valid points." This one says, "Adam handled that good, if you ask me. The way they went fed on him and stood his ground. Props to Adam. I thought you handled yourself extremely well. I understand what they were saying, and I understand your point of view. I became an even bigger fan after watching you handle that." And I feel like after that particular podcast, it left a bad taste in Joe Budden's mouth, because he had brought Adam on there with the intent of making him look bad and maybe even trashing his brand a little bit, right? But it backfired. So he's just been waiting in the cut for Adam to slip up so he can come out and have his 7 good laughs about it. And that time has come. Adam22 has recently announced that No Jumper is gone broke in lieu of the big Rico and him losing multiple co-hosts, him having a lawsuit from Yuri and Riley that's looming over, and basically them just upscaling everything during the time of COVID when they thought that the growth was going to be there forever. And, you know, he had too much money hemorrhaging, right? I mean, he had too much overhead, and he said he had to cut it down.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023. Although we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then, that certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now. Side note, if you're a Meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it's still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow, that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit. So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly in terms of staff and location.
So you know Joe Budden was waiting to respond to that, right? And when he did, I ain't gonna lie, man, this nigga had me laughing because Joe Budden is just goofy, bro. This nigga's petty as hell. God don't play about me.
So we have this little tradition here that we do when content creators take a fall, like Parks on an Astoria street, not looking at the sewer. We have this thing we do where when any of our peers, our contemporaries fail out there, we play this little jingle by Queen, Another One Bites the Dust, man. Not to highlight the failure, but to highlight the mistakes. To highlight the mistakes you want to avoid making so that you don't fall to the same fate. It's more so about that.
Sure.
Our good brother Adam22 recently put out a video. And I will pull the video up in a second. He put out a video recently talking about the state of No Jumper. No Jumper is or was or has been a large part in the content creation community.
It has.
What?
Right there. Right.
There you go.
Yep.
They have been an instrumental part in the content creation community for quite some time.
That's true.
We had Adam22 on our show somewhere in 2021, 2022, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
At
Parks's, we pressed him a little bit, got a lot of backlash from the audience, left it alone. Time will tell. God don't play about me. You know what I mean? Hey, there's opinions, there's internet fodder, and then this what happens when God starts just making shit happen. These niggas fall flat on concrete every time. It never fucking fails. And I don't want to even talk about Adam too much. I want to talk about all of the Adam cheerleaders that had their pom-poms out a few years ago telling me about all the money that Adam made.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bunch of y'all.
Remember, they had a list.
A list went out. A list was out.
Yeah, a list went out.
A goddamn list went out, and everybody had Adam at just like some wild number. I was like, all of a sudden, all of my black friend content creators was fucking experts on what white porn dick made. All of a sudden, these niggas was, oh, you selling dick though? I don't know, Joe. He sells his wife. He does the porn show site. He's fucking on camera. Shut the fuck up. The fuck were y'all talking to with all of that hootenanny? But anyway, Adam has put out a clip. And this is like friendly smoke. This ain't real smoke. Because I hate to see... Nah, that's a lie. Let me not lie. I don't hate to see it.
I thought he was trolling.
That's not true.
Honestly, when it went out. I thought some April Fool shit.
Well, let me be clear. Adam ain't broke.
Nah,
like, I don't want niggas to misconstrue what I'm doing and what I'm saying here. I'm just having fun with one of the people that I like to have fun with when they hit their head. You know, like when you tell your son, don't touch that, and then they touch it, and you walk in the room, and they got that stupid fucking face on.
Because they touched it?
Yeah.
They touched the shit.
And you sit there like,
I told your ass.
Didn't I just tell your fucking dumb ass not to touch that?
Good for you.
This is like what I'm doing with Adam.
But I say all that to say, man, do y'all think this beef will ever stop, or are these two just gonna keep going at it until one of them dies? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's not that serious. You know, it's all in good fun and good media, good content. But at the same particular time, I feel like there's some real negative feelings between them two behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think that they like each other like that. But who do y'all feel is winning this beef so far, man? Who y'all siding with? Y'all rocking with Joe Budden? Y'all rocking with Adam22? I ain't really got a dog in the fight. I watch them both. I probably watch Adam22 more, but that's just me. But let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comment section, man. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And until next time, gang, you know the name. It's Transition representing Gap Tooth Gangs. Oh yeah, and don't forget, life isn't about making it from point A to point B. Life is about living in between the gaps. Peace out.
Lane sippers and mean strippers who just all up at the green and it means just fast living. And I'm not one to judge, cause I've been off that mud double cup with no fucks when I pass limits. And who gon' like the smoke and get gone off a cone, but it would not get blown unless gas in it. Hold up, we bout to roll up. I got some smoke, keep you up like it's Folgers. Rookies try to hit the cookie, fuck around and throw up. So we drop the hottest pen verse and it blow up. But we got some recognition from a nigga, so what? We be walking down the street, get beeps like they know us. Now bitches in the sheets, but the freak on the meat skis keep grab their feet. Hell yeah, make them toe touch. You know what? I go nuts, but yet I'm steady focused. Probably from the biomass flower, no lotus. I can't even think how many trees we done smoked up. Whatever the number, gonna fuss, you'll need a tow truck. Getting shit across the seas with ease, put the boat up. That's no lie, baby girl, no joking. Shorty said she can't swim, I'm behind the back stroking. Do it for the love of buzz, stuff a blunt, make it swell in your fucking chest.